Hey guys, it's Blair here. I'm here to do my video for day 5 and 6. If you see my Tumblr post, you know that I had a really bad stomach ache and stomach bug this last night, well mostly yesterday afternoon and this morning, and I still kind of have it, but I've been riding along, and so I did not feel up for making a video last night. My word count, my words that I'm writing a day, around about 3,000, 4,000 words, which is still good, still quite good, but not as good as I want it to be. But I've also have my partner at home right now. He's on annual leave, so I'm trying to spend some time with him as well, because it's very important. And yeah, I'm just sort of taking it slow with my story now that I've got sort of the first part down. Yeah. It's kind of going through a slow patch at the moment because it's leading up to an even more larger event, and I just sort of want to put everything together. But I'm planning on having a couple of days, hopefully this weekend, if not tomorrow afternoon or evening, where I try and put in, 4 to 6,000 words, and sort of maybe even have a 10k day as well. So between that, my current word count is at 35,201, and the words I wrote today are 4,119. Now, I didn't really do yesterday's because I was just too tired, and I just thought I'd just make a video and tell you where I'm at now. And so yesterday I had a pretty good day. Also, I did a lot of background stuff as well to sort of get an idea of where I wanted to take the story next. And so I ended up looking through some articles because this is my first time writing a science fiction, and I'm really as I said before, I'm very comfortable writing supernatural things, but when it comes to science fiction, it kind of is not my forte. And also, I have a bit of a thing with aliens, and I have stories that I can tell you guys whenever you want to hear them, but my experience with that kind of thing. But I'm trying to get over my own fear as well, which is, I think, is what's making my writing a lot slower as well. I'm good with the military side and stuff, actually. Not good, but I'm enjoying it. But it's when they come down, I still have them in my mind that they're stereotypical aliens, even though when I picture them in the form of the story, they're not. So, to cut a long story short, I did some article searching and just made some notes on different things I could consider when I am writing about this race. So going through that research and doing a few note taking is really helpful. I still have another article to read as well. And I also did a few things in my notebook. I fleshed out a few more things, and I also asked, I'm a big fan of questions because I think questions really propel the story forward when I'm having a stuck moment or when I need to know something about my story. So I kind of sat down and thought of some questions that I really need to ask myself, and I need the characters to ask as well. And so I did these on these little post-it notes things I have, and I really quite like the questions, and I'm hoping to integrate them. I really need to go through my notes again because I also haven't really been looking at my outline that much the past 2 days, and I really think it's starting to affect me because I really like my outline. So I need to read through my outline and actually get back on track about where I really want to be in my novel. I also did a quick thesaurus reference in my notebook too, because I found that I was using a lot of the same words, and I get really bored if I use the same words, or self-conscious when I'm using the same words over and over again. Things like warped, obscure, look, smile, frown, furious, sanctuary, missile, and say. Now, say got me thinking, and I really don't pride myself on having an extensive, great memory, but it actually prompted me to remember this book that I have. One of my first books that I actually ever owned, actually took from my father, which is called The Fiction Writer's Handbook by Nancy Smith. This is an old book. A lot of it's outdated, but a lot of it's still quite interesting, and it's got checklists and stuff, but I won't do a review right now. I'll just talk about how that prompted me to remember that there was actually a section in this book that has 100 alternatives to the word said, and I like to use, I don't use set like overly saturate my story with all these sorts of words, but there's sometimes when you just know that a certain word is going to provoke a different reaction and a more stronger emotion than just said. So if my character was just absolutely wreck, or, you know, fetal position, crying, they would be howling their words in my perspective. So I would write howled instead of said. So I quite enjoy this list, and it prompted me to actually go online because I realised that I have a printer but it's not connected, and it will take me too long to do all that sort of stuff and scan it and everything like that. So I looked online. There's plenty of articles out there where you can find different collections of words to different alternative words to commonly used words. So if you're having a struggle with that, that would be a really good suggestion. The note that I made is that having a refreshing vocabulary also helps to refresh your mind. It also helps to refresh your story as well. And even just single words can prompt something in your head that can actually sort of push the story forward or take it in a different avenue. I know from these word prompts alone that I have found characters, named places, made my characters a lot more intense, and gave them a little bit more depth just by using certain words. It made my story a bit more interesting for me too, because I don't specifically go looking for these words or want to know too much about them, but just knowing the brief meaning of these words also means that I'm increasing my vocabulary as well, which is really good when you want to be doing writing as well. And it's fun. If you're a lover of words, searching for words or finding new words or using new words is fun. Am I a freak or what? So just wanted to mention that. So if you are doing a science fiction book and you are wanting to sort of look at that sort of research, I guess I can say, there are lots of sort of articles out there. This one is how to create a scientifically plausible alien life, and it actually looks into some really in-depth astrobiology and all that sort of stuff. So it was really interesting to me, and it actually has created, again, doing research has made me think about characters, and I've been able to create a character who is an astrobiologist, and he's coming to work and find out what is happening on Earth, and if there's possibility of another life form coming down to Earth and stuff like that. So yeah, so it's been an interesting 2 days. I would say the writing has been a lot slower, but the sheer amount of progress I've made in regards to outlining the story and figuring out what's going to happen next is intense and overwhelming, and it's been really good actually getting it down, even if it's just in my head. I'm trying to get back into a better sleeping pattern because I struggle if I stay up really late. I have anxiety attacks and I can't breathe and things like that. But I've also found out that a couple of nights a week should be good to do that kind of thing, not have the anxiety attacks, but stay up a little bit later, because I find that by using that word sheet, I found out that the peak hours are like from about 7 till like 2 in the morning-ish, and so yeah, it just depends really. I'm going to be doing a review for you guys who are wondering where I am. Hopefully on the Unbecoming Mara Die. I just finished this today. I've also been very interested in reading too, because I really need a break from writing all day. And you guys are like, oh my god, I can't believe you've written so many words, and I've had a few people ask me how I do it, and really, I may not work, I may not have children or anything like that, but I definitely do need a break every now and again. I heard that someone had written their novel in 19 hours, and someone in my region had written his in 2 days. Big pat on the back, guys, because I don't know how anyone could ever do that. 10k, 11, 12k days, they are very intense for me. I love them, I absolutely love them, but they leave me wrecked for days. So I'm still recovering from the first initial couple of days where I just belted shit out. So once I get my back on my feet again, I'm hoping to do a few more. And in regards to, am I actually going to keep writing once I hit 50k? Most definitely, because I can see at least the next part being at least 15 to 20k before the creatures even hit the Earth or hit my planet. So I could see this being maybe 300,000 words, maybe even more than that. So, but I'm not sure if I'm going to write that much during November. I'll probably die, but of exhaustion, by the way. So yeah, I think that's it. And I'm a bit more lively than I was in my last video because I'm really interested in talking about things. So that's it. I just wanted to show you guys that. On a side note, I got a really cool rack from a friend who watches my other channel. If you're interested, it's Blair Swift. I do Philo Facts, organizations, stationery kind of things, which really made my day, and I can't wait to load it up with stationery because it means that I can take my noveling with me when I go out. She was very kind enough to send me this travel purse, and I will do a review on it too, both on this channel and on my other channel. I think it's like a travel wallet actually. It's mostly for travel stuff, but I'm going to be using it for stationery. It even has zips and everything like that, so it's cool. And she was lovely enough also to add some stickers and post-it notes and whatnot, and some more film memos. So I'm guessing these are sort of like see-through, which will actually come quite in handy. So I got those from Renee, and she is lovely. I believe she lives in Korea. I'm not quite certain, but I'm pretty sure she does. So thank you if you're watching this on either of my channels. And yeah, so that's me. That's my day. That's where I'm at. I think I still need to use the word flee and effectively. I need to get on that tomorrow because I also am finding that I love having words as prompts, and I haven't been using prompts either, and I haven't been taking my own advice, guys, so need to use my own advice and use some prompts here. And I might even just scratch those words because I know that I'm going to be using flee somewhere else, and it's just using effectively. And I'll get a whole new set of words tomorrow for you guys because I know that whether you're following it or using those words, it does help. Yeah. So I've done quite a lot. It may not seem like it, but when you're doing research and writing and doing other things and planning and outlining, it can be quite intense, but I would say it's a good practice to have. I have no idea where half of my stuff went. Oh, here we go. Okay. So yeah. I'm going to stop babbling. I'm having a good time. I'm going to go have a nice hot shower. Not a hot shower, cold shower, because it's another thing, it's been really hot here, and I have not wanted to be in this room at all. I slept till 12 o'clock this morning, and then I slept from about 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock in the afternoon. I just do not handle heat very well. So that's been very annoying as well. So thank you guys for watching. I love you all. I hope you're doing fantastic. I will have some more words tomorrow, and hopefully some more prompts too. I might look for some more prompts to sort of bounce myself back a little bit. And I should have a review of my Diet up pretty soon. So thank you guys for watching. I love you all very much, and I shall talk to you later. Bye.